I'll be 30 in 2 weeks and I have no clue what I want to do with my life. Hi, my name's Victoria and I've been a stay-at-home wife and dog mom for several years now, and I'm looking for a business that I can start at home that will not only bring me passion but also help bring in extra income. This process is slow because I'm doing it as I have money so I don't take myself farther into debt. The current idea I'm exploring is door hangers. So come along with me as I make a door hanger for my mom. I'd love to get your opinions and advice. I'm starting out with a 12-inch round plywood. It has already been sanded and sealed with polyacrylic. My mom wanted hot pink, black, and leopard. So I'm just taping down this stencil here and I'm going to start painting it with the black leopard print. And I really thought all this was going good, but you'll see here that there was a mess up and I had to completely start over with a different design. But I am a really crafty person, a really artsy person. I really haven't done much crafts or art for a long time, but that was always just kind of, who I was growing up. I love to make things and just envision things and bring things to life. But I am looking for something that I can do from home because that is what fits in my routine. I am a stay-at-home dog mom and wife. My husband is our main income earner. And right now, we only have one vehicle. So me being able to get to and from a job just isn't doable for us right now. I had also tossed up the idea about going back to school, but really there was nothing that I really felt passionate about. And I do enjoy being a stay-at-home wife. Now, it does get a little lonely, but for the most part, I do enjoy it. I love the homemaking part, which is what my channel is mostly going to be focused on, lifestyle and homemaking. You can see here I'm gluing down the rope that hangs it, and I'm also going to be putting some staples in it just to make sure that it is extra secure. Here coming up, you will see where I begin to mess up. So I was doing the letters with white paint, and I knew when I first started that the white paint just was not thick enough, and I was going to have to do multiple coats of the white paint. So I knew I should not have left that stencil on, but I did. I let the paint dry with the stencil, and you'll see me here. I try to pull it up, and then I realized it's going to take a lot more, so I come off camera and I finish pulling it up, and it messed up the whole wording. It took off most of the words with it. Here I had even scratched some of it out and decided I will later try to fix that, which I have now. You'll see it at the end of the video. So then I start back over and I said, you know what? I'm going to start out with a white base and hot pink leopard print and go from there. So just a little bit about me. My husband and I have been together for almost 10 years now, 10 years in October. And like I said, I have been a stay-at-home wife for quite a while. I have worked in my young teenage years cleaning condos. I try to do that as an adult, and that is exhausting, y'all. So I only did that for one day. I was working with my mom. That did not work out. I also worked in a call center when I was very young. I did not like that. Back then, I was terrified of talking to people on the phone. I'm so much better now. I spend a lot of my time on the phone talking now, but back then was horrible. I would have panic attacks on the floor. It got really, really bad. Like, I was crying. I was like, I can't do this. And I was only on the floor for 2 weeks after training. Then I went to work at a grocery chain, working in the bakery / deli. I was a baker. I did that for 1.5 or 2 years before the opportunity got presented to me to care for an elderly lady that my grandmother also cared for. And I had always been curious about that job, so I decided that I was going to take that. So I left my job at the bakery and I went to sit with an elderly lady who is 97, 98 years old at the time I was watching her. And I did not mind it. It wasn't bad. Eventually, her memory did get pretty bad, and she had a lot more health complications. She had to go into the nursing home. But I learned during that time that was just not the career for me. Around that time, my husband and I had just got married. So when she went in the nursing home, I lost that job and I started babysitting his niece, and that lasted for a couple years. I didn't like that. That's really not for me. I just did it to bring in extra income. And then I had a job. Well, I shouldn't say a job. I had a business after that doing making something. I will say I created Lifelike baby dolls, and I really enjoyed that, but it was just too much of my life. Like, my whole life revolved around it, and I stepped away from it because I felt like God called me to step away from it. So that brings us to today, because I have been home ever since, and now I'm just trying to figure out what makes me tick. What do I want to do? I really want to eventually be monetized on YouTube to start bringing in income so I can help my husband. That has been something I wanted to do for a long time. But in the meantime, I want to help bring in income. I want to start a business and do something so I can contribute and help, and also just find joy in it. We have a lot of life goals that we are wanting to accomplish, and I know to do that, we are going to need the extra income to do so. So I would really love your guys' advice. What are some other at-home business ideas that you guys can think of, or maybe that you have tried? I would love to know in the comments. I am going to be making another video soon just talking about my other business ideas I have. I would love, once I have that posted to it, it might be a couple weeks or so, for you guys to chime in over there and give me your ideas as well, and just tell me if you think that those are good ideas or what way I should go, because I really, really don't know. I get so excited about something and then the excitement just kind of burns off. Okay, this one is what I started out with, and I'm really sad because when I done the stencil for the Faith Over Fear, I let it dry with the stencil on it, because with the white I was gonna have to do like 5 or 6 layers, and I shouldn't have done that because it stuck to the stencil and it messed it all up. But I am gonna try to figure out how I can salvage this. I'm gonna go to Walmart eventually and get a white paint marker and see if I can try to salvage it, even if I don't necessarily sell it, even if I just keep it for myself. I hate to think that I spent the money on it and then I can't use it. So I'm going to try to salvage this the best I can. And this is the final result for this one. It's cute. I'm not completely sure how I feel about it. I definitely don't think I'm going to do the stencil lettering anymore. I ended up having to come back and fix a lot of this because it bled. So I think I'm just going to stick with the wood lettering. I only did this for my mom anyway, but I think I'm going to stick with the wood lettering. I think it looks better. It takes way less time. This took a long time. And these circles are just really small. Like I said, they're a 12-inch, and I think this one's a 16-inch. So I think I'm probably going to go up to the 16 if I do decide that this is a business that I want to go into. But I would love your guys' opinion. I value honesty, but remember, there's always a way to be nice when you give your honest opinion. My dog Fudgy's walking around if you hear something. But I would love to hear everybody's opinion. Tell me what you think, how I can improve. Do you think this is a business I could go into? Do you think this is something that is sellable, or do you feel like the market is just over flooded? That is very, very important to me too. This is just one of a few business ideas that I have, but I want to make sure whatever I do, not only am I passionate about it and I enjoy it, I want to make sure it's something that's sellable, because there's no use in putting your money in something and all the time that goes into it, so much time, if a product is not sellable. So I'd love your guys' opinion. This is the first one I did. I actually got this from Walmart, and it's really, really sturdy and really thick. That is the first one I did, and it is super, super cute. I love that one. And then I have this one. I will show you guys all an up close of all of these at the end of the video. There's this one, and I got these all in 12 inches, and the hearts are super small. So if I do the hearts again, I will definitely have to get something bigger. And then I have this one. do decide to go into the business of door hangers, then if you want to, you can follow me. I already have a Facebook page created. I've only posted like one post on there because I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do it yet or not, but it will be under Petals and Porch Light. And also the Etsy page will be under Petals and Porch Light if you guys want to follow there too. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really, really do value your opinions and your honesty. If you would love to stay with this journey with me, I would love for you to stay here. I will be talking in another video about the other business ideas I have. I would love for you guys to watch those and just give me your opinions on those as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.